fuck is he wearing?
Rosline, he's a tank. Well, actually, he's a little person on top.
He just put tits.
He did this, yeah, and he always does. Tits.
Why does he always have to have the biggest and most elaborate thing? That's not a person, is it? It's a tank.
It's a tank with a little person on top.
Where's
You just can't see little person because his labels over.
Is it a woman?
If I pick him up. Yeah, you see little person? Yeah, it is a little woman.
Oh, a little girl. Okay, yeah.
Nah, I foiled your attack. Picked you up and threw you.
Threw you on your ass.
Hey there, Rosline. Is that the only one in at the moment?
Put me down. Yeah, but you know the really bizarre thing is your little person is actually nearly as big as Ross's whole tank person.
I've got to be bigger, haven't I? Good. Yeah, so I'm going to start on this one, Ross. I'm going to clean it up. Prime, maybe Zenithal. If I can get some colours maybe on the cloak. Or airbrush stuff. Won't be any brushwork tonight. And yeah, already started. Already got a thingy base. Ready. Just need some texture paint and shit on it. So.
I said no viewers. I didn't
understand. It's delayed. Yeah, it's definitely delayed. And in fact, I think before I start cleaning them up, I'm going to put some textured paint on this thing around the outside. Some mud.
Just tell Ross what he had to do with the foot.
He probably know anyway. Yeah, this is one of those annoying old models, Ross, where the bloody foot is moulded onto the old plastic square base. So I had to cut the foot off. Let me sort the focus out. It's doing me head in. Yeah, so I had to cut the foot off. Alright, for mid. Better. Bit of mud. Where's it? Don't need that much of it. Is there one there? No. Stuck in it. It's stuck in the bottom. This song does indeed stuck. I'm not a mad lover of this station. I'm going to take it back to it'll be better.
Not as bad as the other night, Ross. You was right. The other night they proper blowed, didn't they? Those songs. The music was terrible. It's like being stuck in a lift.
That's what ideas meant to be done. That's what the whole point of ideas.
Yep.
Steering them. I miss Trev. Lockdown is rubbish. Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, it is, especially with it being her birthday on Saturday. I'm only doing a doorstep drop though, because I'm trying to be careful. If it's not raining, we might have tea in the garden.
I had a cork somewhere.
Yeah, but you'll have loads of new first to catch up on. Just pretend these ones didn't count, Ross.
What's that?
And all this to do really is make your relationship a lot stronger because you'll really miss each other.
Yeah, it's definitely, like I said to you before, it's kind of forced you guys to do it right in a way. It's not rush things and stuff.
Yeah, he did, yeah. That sounds really cool. She'll love that.
Yes, she's all on board with it, isn't it? Is it booked yet, Ross? I can't remember if you've actually booked it or what. I think you haven't, yeah? Or are you still waiting on Trev's work and stuff? Yeah, 3 days off in total. That's right. That's it, yeah. I couldn't remember if you actually pushed the button on that.
Cool. So I presume her mum's having the girls then?
Making the provisional booking tomorrow. Sweet.
Sweet. I said to Paul, once all this rubbish is out of the way, we'll all meet up, like maybe Chris and his missus, and
Yeah, we'll do a big.
we'll all come to Tunbridge and have a dinner, go out for dinner or something. It'd be nice.
Big group of us.
They're on about letting people mix after Easter, which means that we might be able to mix by my birthday, which is the 10th of April.
Right, monsters. Yeah, so we thought we'll get a restaurant down your way and kind of just go for a big group meal or something. It'd be nice. Right, that can dry then. Sounds good. My 40th was a write-off. Yeah, lots of birthdays been write-offs, haven't they?
Yeah, well, I couldn't do nothing last year for my birthday, so I'm hoping this year, if he lets people mix again, I might at least be able to have people round. Which is supposed to be better than nothing.
Yeah, it still won't be pubage and stuff, I don't think.
No, the pubs won't be open. At least we can have like a little party indoors or something, even if it's a movie and a pizza or something. At least we can just all get together.
No, there will be no pubage.
No, pub won't be open till at least May. Then you can come down and you can stay at our pub and you can see the pub.
Yeah.
He just blew you up.
He does, yeah, he's a little shit, he's a terrorist. He's a fucking terrorist.
The jail last night and Gambit sent me I love. Said we love. That's giving him a hug back, didn't I?
Yeah,
It's just
cool.
a bit rude for that. Yeah. He gave me love, lots of little hearts. See that?
It's
It's
nice.
Betty thing, that's what it is. I don't think I'm dirty.
You're not dirty. Pure filth.
What?
You're pure filth.
That's why you love it.
What are you up to, Ross? You doing hobby stuff or are you too shagged out? I wish you'd use a mould line remover. No, why the fuck do you don't need to spend money on a mould line remover. I buy most hobby tap, but I don't need one of them. Oh, you're watching Orphan. Cool, cool. Oops. Throwing bits around.
Everyone on stream at the same time. Not much anybody.
Who else is streaming there? Is he? Well, he don't really have a lot to say in these timings. So I'm going to try and get a kind of proper kind of grimdark look with these, Ross, I think. I'm going to take some little press molds off some of the ravens in that Warcry gang to put on these as well. Probably going to do homemade garlic bread tomorrow. Nice.
Nice.
Make sure nice
Easy.
nice and garlicky.
If you want a little cheaty option, get a nice big French stick and some little Kerrygold butters
Oh yeah, they're banging.
and a bit of garlic puree and mix the Kerrygold butters with the garlic puree. Slice it not all the way through with a knife. Spread it in the holes.
Fucking fuck. Goodbye. I'll do this.
What?
It was indeed a troll, so I was going to try and... This will work.
What?
There you go. Ross is now a mod. So you now, in theory, if they pop up now, Ross, I think you can get rid of them as well. The trolls. You can help me combat control the trolls. I don't know what other things mod privilege gives you, but... No renaming the stream to Size 6 Dungeon, I think.
How'd you get all ideas?
Yeah, you got a little sword now. I think that's the mod symbol thing. You can be my sword.
That sounds really wrong. Yeah, but now it's lost its little VIP diamond.
Oh yeah, I don't think you can be. Yeah, you can't be VIP and sword. Yeah, everyone does choose the right. Yeah, I might have to stagger my times or something. Do some nights 9 to 11 or whatever.
What is he now?
What have you turned into now? You're a little pumpkin head. little creepy pumpkin. No, he's gonna kick me now. He did like a flying tackle.
Let's do rugby tackles. He's only little.
You didn't actually see the pumpkin guys, did you, Ross? Now that you are a pumpkin dude, let me show you proper.
Oh, they're really cute.
Show you the 3 that I got. These guys are going to go with the Undead nicely as well.
I can't moan anymore about him buying plastic because I bought these ones.
There's this one. This is the one I bought it for. The lantern. Because I wanted to do a nice OSL model with him. It's so fucking cool. Really characterful. That little dude. And then this is the one they gave me for free. The little archer. So he's gone. I was going to buy him anyway, but I just only wanted to get 2. So I'm do some cool things with his tunic. And then the other one, we get that one out of the box.
I still reckon I gave you a free one, so you got half the set, so it makes you buy the other half.
Probably. And then this is the female one. You'll like this one, Ross. This one's got boobies. This one's got pumpkin boobies. And a little pumpkin butt. Yeah.
Gosh, quite well endowed
He's
for a
put
pumpkin.
knockers.
It's very well endowed for a pumpkin here.
Yeah. Yeah, it really impressed them, Ross. I think they're very. I'm definitely going to order a few more bits off them. And the basing bits they've sent me have just like really opened up. And the next thing to do with bases.
It's a heart. Look,
Is it a heart?
a little pouch.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, she got a heart-shaped pouch.
Mm.
No, very cool. Yeah, so Undead will now be one of the kind of bouncy subjects. So I might do 2 or 3 evenings on like 40 Space Marine stuff, then 2 or 3 evenings on Undead, then 2 or 3 evenings on Necromunda, the Necrons.
That's what he thinks of that.
Yeah. And I'll try to not sit on a subject for like more than 2 or 3 evenings so it doesn't get boring. Yeah. And tonight I just thought I'd make this guy on stream to do some makey bits instead.
It's only you and Ross that don't really fucking know.
Well, no. Oh yeah. Now on quiet nights. Still getting my hobby done, so.
Yeah. And you can talk to Ross.
Yeah. See the pic above where we see your mush. Why not use that to show which paints you're using? Oh, the gallery thing. I could do. It just requires the planning, like the planning beforehand to know which paints I am going to use. I guess that's the tricky thing. Yeah, just a list of what you used on each section. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. I guess I could. If I plan the paint job first, then I could make a graphic to go up there with the paint selection. I suppose if I do it on the fly, I could just put a text object up there and type it as I go, but I don't know how much use that'll be, really.
Completely unrelated to your little people.
But I'll definitely give it some thought though. Ross, you working from home tomorrow? As usual, you on normal shifts tomorrow? Sorry, I'm working from home, so we can message and you can give me some ideas and shit. Yeah.
So you guys do realise that if things do open up, we might actually get our Evil Scarecrow gig in at the end of the year. Because it's November.
That's if they've still got the forum booking and all that kind of stuff. It's
yeah. No, they just transferred it over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. That might be like one of the only things we get in. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Cool. It may be, because it's a small venue, they might get away with it.
And it's not till November. By then,
maybe.
A lot of stuff might be back to normal. We don't know, do you? I can't see us getting a lot in before that, but we might. Because our tickets are all just rolled over for that. And the other thing is 21st of May.
What's 21st of May?
You've got to come down on the 21st of May because it's the Cradle of Filth thing, Ross.
Again, if they do it.
Stream.
Yeah, if they do it.
Well, yeah, they've put a big thing up about it.
Just 2 months left on my forum patronage. Then I get my guitar and save the world with my own particular brand of rock and roll.
Sweet. That sucks though, because you've not been able to make the most of that at all, have you?
No.
But then I suppose you help save the forum, so that's good.
And you got your brick.
Yeah.
It's a year's free gigs once they reopen. Oh, okay, yeah,
cool.
Yeah, roll over, doesn't it?
Oh, that's good then. I still like the way your little man is perfectly
Nice.
in time with the music. So is Ross's actually. It's a little blue thing.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's eating the fire.
The other night when there's loads of people on there, it looked like we was all humping each other. Everyone's back to back to back to back, spooning along the bottom of the screen.
It's given us lots of advertising there.
I'm gonna go downstairs and watch my programme.
Oh, well. Yep. Messed up. Did it do it for you? No. Don't know why. You should be able to do the mass commands, but. Don't know why that won't work. No, I'm not sure either. I'll have to look into it. I only just started really playing with that kind of stuff.
What mod panels on? He goes in like head first and then flips you in the air.
Little jump attack.
Alright, later, Ross. I'm gonna go leave you boys to it.
Let's go.
Isn't it? Enjoy.
Bob's gonna take cups now. And they'll be downstairs for tea then. So. Yeah, it's not a massively exciting stream tonight, Ross, but cheers for keeping me company. It's just going to be mellow. So it'd be cool to get this guy done, and then working from my office tomorrow, I can get a bit more of the Terminators done and stuff. Start planning out some more Undead shit. Really looking forward to doing these. So I was super naughty with that. I don't know if you spotted it. Oh shit. So I did a really quick, just a quick press mold and cast it in clear resin. It's absolutely perfect. Which is brilliant. It means I've got a whole bunch of different like rocky textures I can do on the bases now. Zomcob! How you doing? And Morgan. Zomcod, your guy looks like he's made of like Play-Doh. Hope everyone's doing good. As you can see, I don't have a brush in my hand today. Doing a little bit of... I like your brain, yeah. Play-Doh brain. How's things going anyway? It's been a while, man. Doing a bit of making tonight. I don't worry too much about the foot. I'm going to sort that out on the base. Same with the little skull. Let's go back and sand these bits out. 4 AM painting like a zombie punk. Sweet. What range of models is that from, or is that the one you've made? Oh, Malifaux, sweet. Again, a range I've not really dipped my toe into yet, but I really want to. Here's Zomgob, you like these? I got a delivery today from Spellcrow. Who sent me a whole bunch of extra shit, which is awesome for them. They sent me. I ordered these guys, these little pumpkin guys, and they're fucking brilliant. I love them. So I'm really looking forward to painting these guys on stream. You know, pumpkin, but yeah, they're neat, and they really different. And they sent me another one for free. They sent me a cool little Archer version, and a whole bunch of extra shit. Very impressed with their castings. Oh, Russ, you like these? Look, they sent me some little mushrooms. Use them on my squigs. Little sprue of mushrooms. Very cool. Yeah, so looking forward to them. But as per the title, tonight I start on my inspired by the Games Workshop Undead stuff. I'm going to start making some Undead dudes. Trying to go for quite a grim, darky look to them. So I thought I'd start with a boss man. Dodox, how you doing, man? How's things? You're in chat, but you have no avatar. I'm not sure you've done that. So yeah, won't be much painting tonight. We might get to the airbrush with this guy, get some primer down, maybe some highlights. But I thought I'd actually make him on stream. We'll work on him for a couple of evenings. Doing alright, afternoon over here, enjoying the snow. Snow? Where are you that's got snow? I know, there's new vamps and the new undead. Who's that? Dordox, thank you for the follow. That's what's got me started with this one, Dordox. I'm so psyched for the new undead. All of the models so far they've shown are just absolutely brilliant. Eastern USA just got hammered by a snowstorm. Christ. They keep threatening, all our forecasts keep saying we're going to get snow, but we haven't seen any yet. But I very much doubt we'll get snow like you get snow. So you can't decide on your hobby project. What do you mainly play? You Warhammer or 40k or something else? What's your poison? Try and get the little plates in his boot down here. Not that you really see much of his boot when his cloak's on. Skirmish guy making... Oh, Necromunda, sweet. I paint more than I play. Yeah, I think that's probably the majority here, Dordox. I can count on one hand how many games I've played. Always been more of a hobby painter than anything else. I do love Necromunda. We'll definitely end up doing some of that on stream at some point. I guess that's kind of, Ross, going back to the Cursed City thing. I guess it'd be really nice if that's got a bit of a Mordheim feel to that. That'd be pretty cool. I think that's all the bits. Oh, we've still got some bits here to sand. Smoothing out the burrs. Especially if it's kind of a, I say living in the loosest word, an unliving city. It'd be great if you could have kind of that kind of a modernised Mordheim with a new setting. Kind of hope the inevitable expansions are more traditional, extra baddies, new hero. Yeah. So how did they do expansions then in they did some in Silver Tower, didn't they? I thought they were your more traditional kind of, here's a hero, and then here's a pack of baddies and stuff. Oh. Almost done with these. I feel like Cursed City is going to wind up more like Blackstone Fortress 40k. Yeah, that's me and Ross were talking about, so that's Almighty Bungholio. And yeah. Oh, they did rules for a bunch of characters. Well, yeah, I remember them introducing new characters to Shadespire. Well, not Shadespire, thingy, Silver Tower. Is that what they did then? But Dordogs, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind if they did a Warhammer version of Blackstone. Because Blackstone looks fucking cool. Crackerjack. The Moors looks so good though, that Vamp Hunter is one set. I know. I'm just thinking, like, even just the ones they've shown us already, think of all the conversion possibilities, and they're just massively stepping up their sculpts. Just wish you didn't have to buy 120. Well, I know exactly what you mean, but you'll probably find some on eBay and stuff where you'll be able to just get the model breakdowns. But yeah, it's GW at the end of the day, ain't it? We all know we're going to sell part of our soul to get it. Right, I think I can start sticking this together and see now I can get him on his base. This guy's annoying because he had one of his feet was moulded into a base. So I had to cut it out. So I need to get that stuck on. Okay, so he's all smoothed down. Move the base to the back. They'd make so much money if they just sold the models, though. Yeah, I don't understand either. Because Christ, I mean, especially like, I mean, that's very likely with the box set. It's probably going to have enough models in it that most of us, especially modelers, converters, painters, would want to buy it maybe twice. But we won't, because we won't want the game twice. Forge World is crazy profitable. Blackstone Fortress, 95 quid for 44 models. So price per model, yeah. And most of the box games are pretty good value per model. I just wish, like, they'd do it. I don't want all the paper crap. Like, if or at least the options there. Like, do a separate box, keep the branding the same, but just do everything that isn't to do with the game. So no book, no boards, no rules, tokens, or any of that kind of crap. Hey Kiki, how you doing? Hope your day's going well. We're just having a bit of a chill one tonight. Probably won't be tons of painting, it's mainly just modelling. We're building a little undead king dude. I do, got a complete set, barring one pack of cards. Never seen making. Oh, that's pretty good then. So we've already cut him off his sprue. So just say they normally come. So these guys all come on these, so that all the bits come out of they get cut out of the sprue. This is rubbish. And then it's just a case you sand down all the little any points where you've had to cut it, smooth them down. Yeah, and then it's just a case of where putting them together. I've thrown the instructions away, but I'm sure I don't need them. It says. Maybe his feet want to get right. Keska, that must be his leg or something, surely. This is going to go here, somewhere. Aren't I just the genius for throwing away the instructions? Yeah, that's going to go there like that. So I reinvested some of my commission pennies in some watercolor supplies and some of it. Sweet. That's usually the best thing you can do with the money. Where the fuck does this bit go? Oh, it goes on the inside there. And a cat blanket. Where's that dumbass bone thing? It goes up there somewhere. Like, oh, here we go, like that. Is that a blanket made of cats? Yeah. Trying those out on Saturday. That's great, Kiki. New toys, new art toys is always awesome. I see, so it goes like that. Okay. So I can glue it to that stage. And then glue his foot back on. Do his arm. No, let's do that. Let's glue that bit on first. Okay. Bit of plastic, good old plastic glue. Yeah, it won't. It must be because it's like external to the channel, Ross. That's all I can think of. A good tip with these ones, if anyone uses this kind of plastic glue, if they get blocked like this one is again, instead of fucking around trying to get a pin down the needle, just heat it up. Don't let the glue touch your hand because it's like napalm, but that'll unblock it. I'll do a boss fight in a minute. Okay, you've already christened this one. Quinlank or Quinlag? Because I thought it was Simon Quinlag. What are you going for your version of the name? You're straight in there naming this one. King of Hoobies. Alright, I'll write it down in a second. I need to get another Necromancer kit, I think. Necromancer kit. To do a Necromancer in the same theme. Stick his head on. Get in there. The door docks, have you decided what you're going to do? Yep. That's it. Let's get in there. Okay. Well, I fucked up something. No, that's right. It was in the back. There's nothing else, is there? So what are your options, Dordox? What have you got in front of you? What have you got at arm's reach that you could be working on? Let's all help you decide. Now I can get his little foot stuck on. Torn between taking a poke at my using the cold kit, building an Escher model, or paint that subjugator. Is Escher your gang then, is it? Is that your Necromancer choice? They are some of the bestest models. That's his foot glued on. Let's drop this camera down way up the top there. Yeah, it's a bit better. That's his little dodgy foot stuck on. Couple of kits from all of them. The models are just so good. I can't remember stuff. The new star. I mean, it was probably the one game I played the most of way back in the day, and it was such a good game. But the new model, yeah, I agree. The new model kits are just now awesome. So that sticks there. This mofo is definitely going to have a glowing sword. He's done. Where did you stick in there? Yeah, Escher. Way back when, in fact, when me and Ross used to play, Escher was my first choice. Then I always tend to like pick girl characters and stuff anyway. There was a particular Escher Juve where she's standing kind of square on. I think she's got a pistol raised up, a stub gun pistol. It's one of my favourite models. It's such a good one. Let's get this out of it on before it dries. Yeah, it should go in there, no problem. Some glue in here. I'm not mega fussed about doing this as a sub-assembly because I'm going to have a fair amount of shadow on the model. More gun! Then you did Elder Rangers, yeah, get losing your kit as they always wound up captured. At least a good dozen Elder running around the Undead in their unders. Yep. Back when we used to just make up whatever the fucking rules we want to do. Your locks were good, Morgan. Did like your Orlocks. Squeeze these together to try and hide some of that seam on our fucking camera. Yeah. The best thing in the old rules was when I had that fucking psyker. The untrained psyker. And I remember I think you were playing the Spirers or whatever they are. And we had the like anything touches the ground dies, hazard. And he managed to kind of shunt your guy off the edge of the platform. That was good. My mate played Spirers and kicked my ass every game. Yeah. Oh, Cal Jericho, that was a great model. Oh, you should do that. You should finish your Cal Jericho. The Spirers were great. I mean, they were really great. If you played them right, they were really good. Oh yes, my single yell. That's it. Tripped me up and pushed you 6 inches into the muckety muck, yeah, and then he died. And they were great models as well. The old Spyro models were fantastic. The Elder's the one with the wings, wasn't it? Yeah, the wing one, the guy with the claws, I think. The heavy guy with like fucking grenade launcher fists or whatever it was. I'm gonna hold that and pinch that shut so it stays shut. Bit flat by today stands. Oh yeah. I mean, most of their old sculpts are flat by today stand. Let's face it. Have they done new Spyros for the new stuff? I don't remember seeing them. Haven't redone them, have they? That's it. Yelled, Malkadon, Horus. That's it. Horus was the power fisty dude. Malkadon was Malkadon the Spyro? The spider guy? Can't remember now. One of them had a monofilament blade thing. I remember that. And then they did all the Adeptus Arbites. They were fucking great as well. And it all got Judge Dreddy. Which is never a bad thing, let's face it. So I won't be able to do it tonight, but ideally I'm going to, in amongst my bits I've got some ravens. I'm going to try and get a raven on his shoulder. God, alright. Yeah, when we can, Ross, I'll be in for that, definitely. Okay, cool, he's looking good. Right, so now I need to suss out how I can get him to stand. Doesn't look like it's going to have too much of a problem. I'm going to sand his foot here down here a bit though. It's a bit thick. Tonnage! How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get this level a bit. How's you doing? As you can see, it's not so much painting tonight. It's a bit of makey. Although we'll probably get the airbrush going in a bit. Get this guy primed and a bit of pre-shading on him. Throw him around everywhere. Morgan, my little pumpkin guys came. I'll show you. I had a delivery from Spellcrow that I'd ordered. Where's the bloody lid to the glue? Who's hidden the lid? There it is. Show you guys. So Spellcrow miniatures. Pretty good. Hoping to finish this Harlequin squad tonight. Sweet. It's a fair chunk of work done. So I don't know who saw my picture I put up. So I ordered these two guys from Spellcrow. These little pumpkin dudes. I love them. He was the one that caught my eye because I want to do a really nice OSL like example using the lantern all across his body and his face. And they're really, really nice. And let's face it, she's got little pumpkin boobs and a little pumpkin butt. So she's going to be good fun. So I ordered these two. It's probably 12 quid, something like that. Yeah, about 12 quid for these two. And they sent me a whole bunch of extra shit, including another little character, a little ranger. He's really cool as well. And I was going to order him, but I just thought I'd order a couple. So they sent me a whole nother character, and then a whole bunch. Let's see if we can get some of this on cam. Pick it all up. This isn't even all of it. They sent me all this crap for free. I've got like these awesome base toppers, which I'm going to start using. Got some barrels. Real nice bits. Some nice little rocky segments to put for bases. Some whole bunch of little mushrooms. These are cool little stone obelisk things. Some neat shields. They all cast really nice as well. These are obviously just spare bits that they've got. Some little crystals. These will go quite nice on the Necrons. A weird bomby canister thing. And so it's not even on. I say this is all just they all just sent for free. They sent me a couple of their orky goblin heads, which are pretty cool, and some more mushrooms. So loads of mushrooms now. So yeah, can't recommend them enough. Really nicely packed. Took about a week to get here in total, I think, from Poland. So I don't think that was too bad. I will definitely be ordering some more. Yep, the ship overseas. Yeah, they're in Poland. I ordered to the UK. No problem. It was all sorted with the customs and stuff. It was dead simple. So yeah, if you Google Spellcrow, you'll find their site. They do a load of 40k bits as well, like bits and bobs. So pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. Okay. And texture paint's not quite dry, is it? That's annoying. Okay, we can spray him separately, I suppose. Put him on a bit of cork, shall we? I've currently got this. This will be another one to do on stream sometime. This is quite a cool model. So that's the wave crashing. There's a weird, like a octopus head, and then there's this. She's a female, kind of steampunk-esque warrior character. She stands on there, basically. Really fucking cool. Little project's rare, getting ready to go. Now, if we stand him on there, I can still airbrush in there. Just need to stick him on there. Bit of glue tack. To get the compressor on. Boom. What are you up to, Morgan? You painting at all? Any more work on your Titan? Get him stuck on so we can get to most of him. I just loaded all my paints with ball bearings, the lifesaver when it comes to hell yeah. Yeah, I try and do it to like difficult paints as and when I go. But I use glass beads, door docks, instead of ball bearings. I found they were simpler to get hold of. Okay, I should better airbrush the worst of what I need to do on that, so that's fine. Okay, cool. Let's move these guys out of the way. Don't really want to get overspray on them. That's where we got our Marine 2 last night. He's looking pretty damn sweet. These little gemstones and stuff. Army Paint says the texture ones that work really nicely for $7. Okay. Yeah, I'd imagine texture probably works quite well. Sorry if you can hear the compressor, guys. It's just firing right up. It'll stop in a minute. Let's make some space on my desk. Move that out of the way. That out of the way. Fart. A bit of that. A bit of that. Water. Why is that sounding so loud today? It just is. I see. That's better. The fluids out. I think I just found an application for unwanted loose leaf tea. Yeah, I've used that on bases before as well, Tanage. I just dry tea bag out, or if you just got crappy old tea bags, just cut it open and put it on. I tend to mix that in with some sand type stuff and anything else that's got fibres in it. Really, I use this stuff a lot. They're like weird little fibrous stuff. But it makes really good foliage. But yeah, I've used tea as well. It works well. Right, that's my cleaning solution. Keep that out of the way. Let's flow. Get a glove. Shall we get a glove? I would have multicolour fingers otherwise. Get a primer. This is what I use for airbrush primer. Give it a good shake. It's all nice and shiny. Give this all a big proper clean down a couple of evenings back. Okay. Let's get this boy black. Touch of water first. Make sure there's no airbrush cleaner in the pot. Where's my crappy brush? There. A couple of drops of primer in there. Don't need much because we're only doing the single figure. Give that a good stir. Yeah, it's nice and thin. Make sure it's coming through. Do that test on your glove. And there's a lot of spidering on that, so that's too thin. means I'm going to have to prime it from a fair way away. But even that's still too thin. A bit more paint in there. That's better. Put the PSI down a little bit. Start getting a nice prime. Something is vibrating. I don't know what it is, it's annoying. So I'm going to try and use pre-shading as much as I can on these guys. I've painted a fair few Undead before, but they always tend to end up quite bright overall. And I want to keep these guys with quite a dark tone as much as I can anyway. I'm going to try and emulate the some of the paint styles that GW is showing with the new stuff. And these are going to be predominantly for Warcry, so I haven't got to worry about painting hundreds. So I can try and take my time and make them look a bit unique each one. I'm going to need to rebuy the Shadespire Skelly Gang, I think, to do them again, because they're nice models. I've already painted the ones I had twice. Two lots of it. No, I bought one lot, painted them, and then decided I'd change the kind of theme a bit, so they got pretty much entirely repainted. I really don't want to repaint them a third time, so I think I just need to get another set of them. I've got another set of the ghosty one, the Briar Queen. So I want to try and do the Nighthorn a bit different as well. But yeah, I could do with another set of the Skelly ones. Sepultura, whatever fucking hell they pronounce it. Them ones, Skelly boys. I don't know how much they're going for on eBay these days. Probably silly money now they're out of production, I think. If you want to make them scary, paint them like your face. I'll paint them like your face. Then they'll be scary and ugly. Oh, okay, they're still on the... Alright, they'll be normal pricing, that's good. I thought those lot were already cycled out. I was looking for the bloody... the Skaven one, but that's out of production now, so people want silly money for that. £15, that's perfect. Yeah, I'll get them. There we perfect. Cool, I think he's all black. I know it's not completely dry, but I'm going to give that a coat as well. Loot Group might be able to help with stuff like Dusty Effigies may have a peg. Yeah, true. And annoyingly, like Chaos Tiggs, how you doing? Chaos in Folkestone had it on there. They had the Spite Swarm on their bloody shelf for ages, and I kept umming and ahhing about it. And then sods all, the one time I made my mind up, they weren't there anymore. They'd sold them. I could have kicked myself. Hey then, Tiggs, we're making some Undead guys. Yeah, I know. It's always the way. Always the fucking way. It was the same with Indominus for ages. I kept seeing it and going, oh, do I want it, do I want it? And then convincing myself I did want it, and they never had it in stock. Now, this rocky stuff's fucking awesome. Real natural stone base. It's perfect, just what I wanted. Add a bit of foliage in there. Nice, make one of them a Hermes courier. Because there'll be an actual one with the end of it. Yeah, Hermes, man. Hermes are definitely one of the worst. I hate it when you order something and you kind of think, oh, come on, be like Parcel Force or DHL or something, and then you get the email notification it's Hermes. Oh, fuck's sake, I'm never going to get that. Okay, cool. It's gonna look so good. Right, that's perfect. Perfect amount of primer in there. So I cleared the pot out now, so there's feckle in there. Apparently the fact my address is down the driveway means I don't exist. We had the same problem with Billy. That was Hermes as well, actually. We ordered him a whole new PC rig. And he even told them he could put special delivery things because it was a new build. It was like, fair enough, it's a new build estate. The addresses are a bit funny. So he said to them, like, come to the site entrance where there's the show home place. And he gave them instructions. And he watched them. He went out of his house and he could see the end of the drive, or this quite a long road where the thing was. He saw their fucking van turn up, and they just drove off. And then they put on the notification, we tried to deliver to your door. He got a right amp with that one. Right, now I want to hit it with a kind of grey. Start to build as an e-fuel on this. Might go in 2 steps, I think. Go for... That's going to be our white grey. That's going to be our white. Need a medium grey. Have I got one? That's the question. Yeah, dropper. Yeah. Giving them a one-time warning. I wouldn't mind, but it's watercolours that you need for a project. Everyone's buying watercolours, man. You've got watercolours. Kiki's bought some new watercolours. Ellie, the tattoo lady, that she streams as well. She got a cool delivery of some sweet acrylic inks and stuff. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we're back to normal paint. So we need some water in this. Let's move this back a bit. Touch of water. Bit of flow improver. Next on the list is clay tools. Ah, cool. What, for traditional clay or for polymer clay? And then we just want to drop or 2 of this grey. Me and the missus we had to go a couple of nights back to do some polymer clay stuff, and all we ended up making was like little baby foods. I made a little toast, which is quite cute, and she did some hot dog jewellery. Okay, there's a nice grey. Yep, perfect. Yeah, builds up nice. Air dry. To be fair, you can use another polymer. Yeah. Air dry like the DAS stuff. The only problem with that is quite grainy clay. Again, we do the build up. Make sure we get a nice hot spot on that, which we do. Right. So this is our darkest pre-shade. So we want to come in at a relatively good angle on this one. Just want to leave black in just the deepest recesses. So I'm coming at this angle here. Quite light touch with the trigger. What I might try and do this, guys, do his cloak with the airbrush, like the whole fabric, as it's such a soft surface. Just let it build up. Yep, that's cool. Now we're starting to see more detail with him. Got some nice shadowing under there already. Just let it dry. Same with the base. It's gonna be more of an all-over thing. I think off. The side of his head, I missed that. Yep. Sword, yep. There's some deep shadows in that, right in that fold there, but that's fine because we want that. Right, empty the pot. Then we go for a light grey. A bit of water in that. I'm going for this one here. This is pretty much close to white, but not quite white. It's also blocked. There's a little bit of the previous grey in the pot. That's not a problem. It just makes it really light. Let's see if you can see it. So as I say, it's not quite white. It's definitely a damn sight brighter than before. It's also super thin. It might be too thin. No, it's okay. Where is our toothbrush? Because we're going up close to white, I'm going to keep the tip clean. So I'll give it a wipe with the toothbrush. Make sure that tip stays clean. And then we want to come down at a much higher angle now. About this high, this kind of angle here. There, build up slowly. It's really starting to get some contrast now. It's picking up these curves in his cloak nicely. Right, now we got a white. Flush some water through. So we get rid of most of the residue from before. Plaster that crap out on there. Right, a little bit of water. White's just a bit of a fucker to airbrush, so you just gotta be careful with it. A bit more flow improver than you would normally. Stretch out the acrylic medium within it. Okay, couple drops of white. There's a proper white this time. Check it's nice and thin. Watch for that drop to run down the side of the pot, which it is, lovely and thin. Yep, do a test blast. That initial spray, you can't see it on camera, there's a lot of speckling there, so give it a wipe. do the base first. I'm going to try and get the outside edge of some of these stones. Real shallow angle to try and just get there. Very edges.
Fucking love those stones, they're so good.
Very cool. Right, and then just with the model itself, just straight from the top down. But again, being cautious where you put it. Getting speckling. Wight is such a bitch for that. Being a bit selective as to where I try and hit the white. I kind of just want the bottom of his cloak. Damn, it's speckling like an arsehole. The shoulders. And then we just want to get his face.
Cool. Yes. What's this? Painting hair is such a pain, especially blonde hair. Yeah. You have to resist temptation to paint yellow. Note to self, next time I paint cow, do the head hair is sub-assembly the rest of the model. Yeah, he's a fucker to like not hit yellow when it comes to doing blonde. Okay, cool. Just get your little tips of his crown as well. Yeah, he's gonna be cool. Not too fussed about the blade because we're gonna do a crossfade on that anyway. Oh, all his details are there. I hate the way white speckles. For now. Okay, now what are we writing on colours? Because I think I'm going to try and airbrush his cloak. Do you think colours a little bit like this? Like these dark kind of greeny, weird, greeny, tealy, turquoisiness? I do quite like this overall colour scheme, it's nice. Let's clear the white out. I'm not going to need the white at the moment. Or shall we give him a nice lush red cloak? I
and make that the main focus colour. Paint's go right through there now. Bear with me a minute, guys, it's a bit clogged up. It's that bloody white. Clear this up. You guys reckon then? Red cloak? So a red cloak or green cloak? I think red lamp might look really nice though. Yeah, I think red look really good. You go for that kind of lush crushed velvet look almost. We do red. We need a really dark purple to shade with. So we go that. Let's move him a bit the way. That. And then we'll move up into. Let's keep it super rich. Go up into that. Yeah, that's a pretty good mix. So we'll shade it first with some purple. So I'm just kind of making it up on the fly as we go here, guys. So bear with me a minute. Some purple in it. So this will be our base shade for the red to come up on. That's lovely. Yeah, it's nice colour. Right. On stream yet? Get the shaded areas around the top. Follow the creases as much as we can. I'm gonna lock this area. That's gonna be our darkest. Little kind of creased areas up in there. That'll be red there, and then we want to make sure we get into this shadow here. Deep as we can get. That's what she said. Bit of overspray there, but no biggie. Okay, that's all the bit under there. Okay, let's go for the first red. A little bit of paint left in there, but that's fine. Fire improver. Bit of red. This should start to build a nice lush colour now. Yep. Yeah, nice. Nice. Case of trying to target the folds best I can. Colours come out nice. Spray the airbrush like you would kind of shine a torch down. Get the colour how you want it to go. And use its ability to feather to blend. Yeah, it's starting to look really good. A nice purple in the shades. Cool. Alright, come up to the next one. Throw some water in and blast. Or just alternative, we just make a mess everywhere. Could just do that instead. A bit of fly improver again. Drop of water. We go to the orange. Hopefully this will give us a nice step. It's a super warm orange, this one. Yep, that's a nice big jump. That's nice. Trying to be more selective as to where I spray now. Working down to the bottom more than anywhere else.
Should catch the edge of that.
Try and do a few little selective highlights. The top side of these parts here.
Distance.
It's looking pretty good. Smooth that curve out there. And just adds a few bit of texturing and stuff on it. Let's take it a little bit more extreme than that. Let's bring the contrast up even more. Where's the lid? Urgh. Always looking for lids. Let's throw some yellow in the pot and really bring that up. That's not yellow, that's yellow. Yeah, it's getting there. Again, I've got to watch the fact that it looks a bit vibrant now, but once those thin layers dry down, they'll really start to desaturate. So you need to push it a bit more. So we'll throw some yellow in. If it comes out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A bit too eager with it.
Flying down, so.
Yeah, oh, 100%. So there definitely needs to be some texturing added to it as well. So I'll probably do that with a wash texture. This should hopefully. I'm gonna try and just bring this into the tips.
That's a nice smooth
Fade then.
Nice thing as well, that sets it up for some really nice edge highlighting to
Really punch that out.
Yeah, boy, that looks pretty damn cool. So,
Then need some brush work just to bring up
the edges of the flat of the folds. That's a nice basis for the colours.
If I keep the whole models quite warm, they'll probably look pretty sweet. Right, while I'm at it, I might as well give this a bit of a blast. Give that a tone. Build up a few different tints on the base, and then when we wash it, it'll look really cool. Get off. You're not fighting again, are you? It's got a yellowy tone in there. We need to... Let's do a bit of green. Bit of a natural shade to it. So, sorry, fella, what about? Nice. Can't beat some good old fish and chips. That's a nice greeny colour. Yeah, you're happy with that door docs, are you? Throw a picture up in the Discord if you can, and we'll have a look in a minute. Okay, by the time that base has got some washes on it to really pick out the details, that look lush. And then we end up with that on his cloak. That's a good start. Don't know. Well, I've still got this sick green on it. I might use that as a base for the... No. No, as tempting as though it is to do some green shading on that, I think I would screw it up. So let's just blast some cleaner through the airbrush quick. Use the light sand, then washed it down with a strong reddish skin wash, watered down with Sufi. Then not the house or whatever, it looks alright from a distance. Ooh, new avatar. Who's new avatar? Who's got new avatar? Oh, you've got a new. Oh, yeah, they got the kitty cat, the fantasy kitty cats. They're wicked. There's lots of new ones to choose from now. Some real crud building up now. I can sit and wait, and I'll do the proper cleanup of that after later. There's all kinds of mess going on the airbrush. Take the glove off, don't need the glove no more. Cashy just came in and is watching too. Hey Cashy. Tix, did you see the little pumpkin people that I got? I don't know if I showed you. In one of the, on a stream soon. They came today, I'll show you. These are the little pumpkin guys that I ordered. They're really cute. A little pumpkin dude with a lantern, and then she's a pumpkin girl, hence the pumpkin tits. And she got some pumpkin ass. Yeah, those two, and then a whole bunch of freebies, including another guy. Little archer dude. Really cool. Looking forward to doing them. Right. Hit this with a brown wash. That's what we need to do next. Brown, brown, brown. I've got an umber wash here somewhere, is it? Sepia? No. Here we go. Hit the base with a wash. Should pick up some details. On a nice soft brush. Bit of water. And hopefully, if I'm light enough, it won't take off too much of the paint. I can get this into the crevices and stuff.
Can you also tell me off for using your real name?
That's perfectly fine. Some people know my name, some people don't know my name. Doesn't make much of a difference. I'll let this pull up on here. This will shade some of these rocks nicely. Cool. When that dries down, that'll look the nuts. My name is Poohface, you're quite correct. You thought it wasn't Poohface, you'd be wrong. Dump some of this wash in the real. So it's a real soft wash. So we'll put some of this in the folds. Nothing else, it will tone them down a bit. And give them a more orange brown. Push them up to the top here.
What's this? Kashi says, since I've been talking about you for a decade, I'm an idiot for thinking he wouldn't know who Sasuke was. Yeah. You recognise you served me in Chambers before, do you, Kiki? I don't know. Me and the missus, we weren't sure. We used to go in together. We used to sit up top and have the curly fries and the chili mash bowl. Shade that in there. We've got some shade on the back here as well. Right, let's try and get some more tissue. It's still got 20 minutes, so let's get some base colours down on this guy. Let's get his bony colour on, so we can get that washed. Bony, bone. So we're gonna go with we'll go with the Morghast, but we'll darken it down. Get on with it! So we'll start with Morghast Bone, but we're going to shade this already. So we're going to make a darker shade of it. What I tend to do with a lot of these... Sorry, jog the camera. Is use a kind of universal shade. So we've used purple on the cloak. So I'll use purple on this as well. Green Link shall have his colour. Yes, shall be in glorious Technicolor. Let's get a brush. Still using these same brushes. Hopefully you might have been a honey chickens. Also was you in the time with the danger bite? The strong Belgian strawberry beer mixed with Billy's. Don't remember the strawberry beer mixed with Billy's because that sounds awesome. I like flavoured beers. I am indeed a honey JD person, although I don't think I've ever ordered it in there. Maybe I did. Don't remember. But I am indeed a honey JD person. We were there for the ridiculous hot wing challenge that was there. I think it was might have been last year, the year before. I can't remember. That was a fun evening. My friend that was there tried to take home about half a pint in his top shirt pocket. Just poured it in. Crazy person. Right, so we've got some of the purple out for a shade. Yeah, he just literally poured half a pint into his top pocket and then tapped it, as you would. Sure enough, spraying it everywhere. We were pretty fucking wasted. It was a good party, right? I'll get the bone colour out. Try and keep some of it pure. And then we'll shade some with some purple. The idea is having a universal shade colour. This means that tones now pick up everywhere. Yeah, that's good. Why am I not surprised that'd be a friend of yours? He was way more nuts than us was. But he was good fun. Don't know what you're implying, Tiggs. Okay, let's do his facey first. Let's get that in there. Get his bony bone. Oh, man, this guy's gonna be so cool. I paid 40k for a while, and then when I switched back to fantasy, I'm like, damn, this is where it's at. Love painting the fantasy stuff. Remember some of our crazy nights imply nothing. Some of the evenings, like all of us, just fucking mental. So you mentioned on stream last night or so, I had to be rescued from a roundabout a few evenings. Hot wing challenge. No, it was the heat challenge. They went up to fucking. Oh, what the hell were they? Oh god damn it, I can't remember which chilies it was now. But they were ridiculous. They were fucking napalm. I could take a bit of heat, but these things were just dumb. I think they were Carolina Reapers, I think. Yeah, it was the Reapers, yeah, and they were just... No fucking way. So I can take a bit of heat, but my heat scale was going up, and it just kept going and didn't stop. They hurt. Oh, did you miss it? I'll throw you guys some stars in a minute. Let's get this bony colour down. Bony, so hot you can feel your eardrums, yeah. It's not your timing, Tiggs, it's just such a delay on Twitch. Such a huge delay. This is almost made like a purpley peach colour, almost. But that's cool because it will have that shading in it. Yeah, I think we worked out it's almost a 6-second delay. So if you can calculate that, you're laughing. I think that's all the exposed bone. It's just his arm. He's got his little elbow poking out there. And this is his little elbow. How about hands? Hands. Other elbow's not visible. And he's done his head. Can you see his neck? Or no, that's cloth. Yeah, around that's why. Okay, you were trying to guess for the thingy. Right, while that dries, let's give you guys an influx of stars. Ross isn't allowed. Comes the stars. Everyone can jump and get some of these guys. Kiki's like a little demon cat now. Oh, I see Russ's technique. I like it. You got one. You got two. I'm really digging the cloak colour. It's pretty cool so far. Bring the bone up to the next shade. So one of the mistakes I did with my previous Undead guys, I painted them all with like an inner green glow, which I really liked, but it killed so much of the contrast of the model because you didn't have the dark eye sockets or the dark recesses. So I don't think I'll do that again. I'll leave the glowiness just to weapons and stuff, I think. It was meant to kind of represent that, the inner magic, or the inner forces that were controlling them. No, Everest, shut up.
Stupid airbrush. Yeah, boy. It's montage time, yeah. And here's one I painted earlier. It's been super light just to pick out his little finger bones. Luckily, the detail on this guy is awesome. Really nice sculpt. Boom, 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 boom. And around here, little fingerlings in there. Joel Squonks, how you doing? How is Canada? How is sunny Canada? Is it sunny or is it snowy? How you doing, good sir? How was your day? Oh yeah, One Division 12. I still haven't watched this week's or last week's. I'm such an idiot. I still got to catch up. I know it's like one of the first episodes where they start to answer questions, isn't it? Catch up. I've got to catch up. Gotta go fast. It is, Tiggs. It's really good. It's such a weird vibe for the show as well. It's like really off-putting. I don't actually think I've ever watched a show like it. Minus 34 tonight. Jesus. God, it's been all year. Just ordered all my new Dark Angel stuff. Yes. So you have fun hobby time ahead of you. Always jealous when people get like all spanky new hobby stuff. And we're starting on some Undead. So we're gonna have rotations in the channel now. We'll have 2 or 3 evenings on Space Marines, and then we'll have 2 or 3 evenings on Undeady guys. We're gonna try and keep it changed up so that we don't have too long on any one project. Trailer kind of reminds you of that Black and White Dreamstick sort of free. Yeah. Could be a little bit like that, definitely. You mean the dream? You mean when he's in the pod? Was it Pleasantville, whatever it is? Ross would know. Ross been living in Fallout World for ages. Yeah, that's quite a funky. First time you do that, it's really good on Fallout, and then it's just kind of boring after that. But yeah, One Division is just odd. It's just so odd. And you watch it and you kind of go, "What the fuck am I watching?" But it's very cool. Okay, don't forget his little elbow. Oh, you only play Fallout 4. And next month, if they do it per month, next month, hopefully, I'm going to try and join in a Reaper painting contest. Should be good fun. Something else to do. Have you seen Flamion's latest error? Oh, no, I haven't. I'll have to check it out some time. I've been seeing some crazy stuff go up lately. There was a sword. It must have been last night before I saw it. Just this long, slender sword. That's all the picture was just a sword. And it was just, for an MMM, it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. It was so smooth. That was like fucking ridiculous. I'll throw the link up, Zomco, so people can see real painting. There you go, people. Go and see some proper stuff. Here's little teeths. Little chin. His face is looking really good. I'll look in 1 second. Let me just do his little highlight on his fingers, and then I'll have a look at that link. In fact, we'll probably be about right time there. If anyone's got anything they want to throw up in Discord, throw it up. We'll have a look in a sec. We'll do the end part of the show and stuff. Have a look-see at stuff. Anyone that's not seen the new Undead that's been previewed, I've got that website open ready so we can all have a look at that and go, wow, together. Because it is well. Nearly tea time. It is nearly tea time. Just gonna do the Discordiness. And he's done his little fingers. Oh, he's keep trying to almost forget his elbow each time. Okay, cool. So that's all the exposed bone. Brought up to a pretty cool. Go on, Dodox, go and grab it quick. Can I do a bit of cream in our coffee? No, I could get behind that. If I was a coffee drinker, I'd get behind cream. Yeah, I get to go live with the logo commission tomorrow, so excited. Cool. Because they went live with it today. Nice, Tiggs, well done. Good for getting a commission. Okay. And oh, you put cream in tea? I don't know about that. So when we do the fabric around the face, we'll bring back in some contrast at the edges here. It's lost a little bit. But other than that, bring it to the focus range. It's looking cool. We'll have a nice, sick, glowy blade here. And some rusty metals and stuff. It'll look cool. That's annoying. Got a bit of tea staining on there. See if that rubs out at all. Probably not. Sorry, we can get that out. We can get that out. No cream in tea, no. Earl Grey with a good amount of cream and sugar. Different. That's weird because you got the bitterness of the Earl Grey and the sweetness of cream. Very odd. Oh! Right. Switch the monitors over, peeps. Ross, I haven't forgotten about your name as well. We will properly christen him. Don't worry. I'm going to change his tune because I don't like this tune. Let's have, while we look at the cam, let's do... Let's do that. Everyone fight! So let's switch the monitor over. So yeah, first things first, we'll have a look. So this is the GW stuff that they released. These are the new Undeads, which are just incredible. House eating on a blockhead. Joe, you can change your little dude though. You can change your avatar. How cool are these Undead guys? That's the new one, and then they got these two guys as well. I know, right? Dordox, are bloody amazing. So nice. And it's looking like they're going to do more and more Undead for the next expansion thing, for the next game. So super psyched with these. Even the banner, I mean the detailing on the banner is lovely. They look like they belong on a Mega Death cover. Yeah, yeah, they definitely could. And the vampires, but these are all gonna go. They're just all gonna go together. Death armies are gonna look so good. So that's hence the drive to start a new Death army, or at least the Death collection. Well, who's gonna? Some got Morgan. Who's gonna have it? It's close. It's very close. I think Zomcob might have this one. Oh. Oh, it's so close. Yep, Zomcob's one. One on Zomcob, you get some coins for that. Yeah, so they're really bloody sweet, really nice. So let's get the Discord up. Anyone stuck? Quick, Dordox, get your pictures up. Okay, cool. So it's just Dordox, he's the only one that's put some out. This is Cal Jericho. It's looking good. I haven't seen the model in ages. It's so cool to see the model again. Yeah, the hair's getting there. Definitely need to take the highlights up. Take the highlights up a bit more. Much brighter. Go up to almost like a bone colour or something. Just on the real like bright points, but yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. I say it's just really nice seeing the model again. Very neat. I think that's all that's in Discord today. I don't think there's like else. We're still at the trailer. Anyone going to throw anything up quickly before I close down Discord? Make it known.
Otherwise, I know what happened. I'll close it and then somebody put something straight in it. Yeah, throw it on. Go on, throw the Escher in. You can do it quick. You bugger off. I'm gonna pick you up. There we go. So this is the Escher that Dordox has done. It's cool, I like the colours. Nice and bright. Yeah man, it's cool. Very good. Hair's neat. I like the colours on the hair. I don't do the paints, I leave that to clever people. You do your own art, Tiggs. Art is art. Art is creative juices. It's all good. Right, let's bring you guys back. Close Discord. Close that. Yeah, you get there. I've got Ross. I'm going to throw him like that. It's all good, Docs. Every model is like every model just give you progression to the next one. Gets your skills better. So if you can look at the last model you did and spot something that you'd improve, then that's the right route. It's when you stop spotting things to improve on, that's when it becomes problematic. But hey, that's not bad. Well, thanks for keeping me company tonight, peeps. Thanks for helping me start on the new project. Like I say, we'll probably carry on with him tomorrow night. His base should be done, so I'll get his base looking nice. We'll do some on his armor and things like that. I'm going to try and finish off these Terminator guys in the day, so they'll be done. And then we'll cut the day's time, we'll rotate back around and do some Necrons. And we'll go back to those. So, Undead from space. But yeah, take it easy guys. Everyone stay awesome. Hope everyone's Friday goes well tomorrow, and I'll try and catch as many of you can in the evening. Be here the normal time, from 8. Come find me. Come find me with a beer tomorrow, it's Friday. And we'll work them in the weekend. Take it easy guys. I'll catch you soon.